What are you doing?
Oh, these are the last 2 seats left.
That's probably not a good idea, though.
I can see how you think this is wrong.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Tavern Talk. I'm Philip.
I'm Charles.
And we are coming to you from the Movie Tavern, where you can watch a movie and have a fine dining experience at the same time.
And fine dining it is. I had a delicious pizza tonight that I made myself. I didn't make it myself. I picked all the ingredients, though.
Yeah.
So I felt like I was doing it. Anyway, I've never had anything bad to eat here. We're eating at the one, or we're watching at the one in Little Rock, Arkansas, but there's taverns all over the country. So
yeah, if you're near a movie tavern, definitely check it out. It's a really cool experience, kind of a date night all in one.
The best experience.
It is. It's an awesome experience. But let's talk about our experience watching The Upside tonight. The Upside is the American remake of the 2011 French film The Untouchables. Untouchable. But this one stars Kevin Hart and Bryan Cranston. What'd you think? Initial reaction?
It was very charming. When you see these true life stories, or you wonder how much it's actually based on.
Had you seen the other film?
I have not.
Okay.
I don't dive much into French films, but
well, it was just okay. But no,
I did not spit the language.
No, yeah, you know the subtitles.
No,
I don't know what that.
That was Italian.
Was it?
Yeah, that was a little Mamma Mia Mario.
It was Mario.
We've offended 3 countries at least just now.
Okay, sorry.
No, I liked it. It was very charming, and like I was trying to say, when you have movies like this, I didn't mean you were interrupting me, sorry. What I was trying to say, before you chippity-chopped my sentence in half, that when you have like charming little movies like this the first of the year, I feel like they tend to go in and out of the theater and don't get the respect that they deserve. And I think this one deserves people to go watch it. I think it's earned that spot for people to go watch it because I thought it was charming enough to carry its own.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I feel like it's definitely going to be overlooked for some reason.
Yeah.
And maybe it is just, either mainstream audiences won't go see it because there's so much else to see,
right?
Or like film snobs won't go see it because it's an American remake of a French film,
right? But people are still watching like Aquaman and stuff. It's almost at $1 billion, so people are like, I haven't seen this yet,
Yeah, and there were a lot of blockbusters that came out over the holidays. People are probably catching up on, and so it feels like this is one that will get overlooked. But it is kind of a shame because it is a charming. So you didn't see the original movie, but were you aware of the story or what it was about at all?
I got the gist of it from the trailer.
Okay.
I got enough of it from the trailer to think, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't. You're gonna learn this the first 15 minutes. I didn't get so much the why he's in the wheelchair from the trailer, and that was gonna explore like if he's depressed or not, or what it looks to be a paraplegic, and what you look for in a life auxiliary.
Yeah, no, I did watch.
It sounds like a cord you go to Best Buy to buy. So you're like, I'm looking for a life auxiliary.
We
got those in the back next to the TVs.
We don't sell those anymore. We took those out with the Blu-rays. No, I did watch the French film, but it was back in 2011. So it's been a while since I've seen it, and so I remembered it being charming, like you said. Like it was a nice little flick, and it was mainly about the chemistry between the 2 main guys and how they contrasted one another, but helped build each other up at the same time because of their differences and all that. And so it was like, okay, how are Bryan Cranston and Kevin Hart? Like, that was my question. Like, how are they going to make this their own, and how's it going to be between them? And it's kind of an inspired pairing.
Right.
Like, I enjoyed their chemistry. Like,
I know.
I like each of them on their own, and stuff they've done individually, but like together it was something I wouldn't have thought to put together, but I enjoyed watching it.
There have been times where I thought things were missteps, like that. What was that Jamie Foxx movie where he played the street violinist?
The Soloist.
Yeah.
And Robert Downey Jr. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, stuff like that. I'm just kind of like, okay, that was a misstep. There was a lot of exactly. There was a lot of forced moments. This one seemed to flow in a way that you didn't feel like it was pandering to any specific, like a handicap group, or it wasn't like feeding you anything that was supposed to make, it wasn't, the purpose was not to feel good. The purpose was to tell you a story about these two different worlds that you wouldn't normally put together, like an odd couple that, you know, are forced to.
Yeah, no, it is kind of an odd couple comedy, but there is enough like substance to it that it you know. Yeah, I say that, and I'm thinking like, oh, the themes are kind of just what we were talking about before, like people overcoming their differences to understand that, hey, maybe they're not all that different.
But I wouldn't say, hey, go see that comedy I saw.
No, not
I'd
at all.
say, oh man, go see that movie. I don't think I would define it by any one of those.
No, it's definitely
genres.
more of like a dramedy or whatever. But what did you think like about the way that it balanced the more serious stuff? Because Bryan Cranston's character is paralyzed basically from the neck down, and it is about how he struggles like with what's worth going on, whereas Kevin Hart brings in what Kevin Hart does. I mean, it is a more like layered performance than Kevin Hart will give in his broad comedies, but he's still being a comedian here. And but I thought it balanced it well, and it was Kevin Hart got a few moments with his whole family dynamic that was a little more serious, and how him keeping this job with Bryan Cranston, affected that, and then how Bryan Cranston, how Kevin Hart's, effect on him.
It didn't take any one theme it didn't take any one theme or any one concept and push its agenda on you.
Right. No.
Like it didn't take like being handicapped and push it on you.
No,
it didn't take, my life's second chances and push it on you.
Yeah.
It hit those themes and did a good mixture of all of them to where you didn't feel like, oh, okay, you're hitting me over the head with this. Like, I get it. I get that this is their experience. It meshed well. It interwove everything that it set out to do, and I appreciate that. And I think that was part of its charm, watching these two act together.
No, I mean, you could definitely just take away whatever strand hit you most. Like, that's what you took away from it. Great. But as the rest of the cast, it's mainly their two movies, but Nicole Kidman is here.
1,000 people could have played that Nicole Kidman role.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, it was kind of weird because she's been in so much lately, and it was like, how did she? What was enticing about this? Because it was kind of a nothing character, kind of a thankless role, and that was kind of my only like real glaring complaint was her arc with Cranston.
Why didn't you toss a bone to one of these up and comer or somebody that's been in the game a long time and who hasn't been in a movie in the past 10 years?
It's like, oh, Nicole Kidman's fifth movie, and I say that, but this actually premiered at like on the festival circuit in fall of 2017, so it's been around for a while. Why it's just now being released, I don't know, because it's being dumped in January a little bit, but it's really. And I didn't even have low expectations going into it. Like, I was kind of hoping for, just a nice little charmer.
Yeah.
If not something just a little higher than a TV movie, like, Yeah. And I think the talent elevates it a lot.
It's definitely what you see, what you get.
Yeah.
But with a little extra. Like, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, no,
ordering a burger and then it being like, oh man, this is actually a pretty good burger.
Yeah,
what I mean?
no,
like, I know I was getting a burger, but
seasoned really well.
Yeah,
like the cast really elevates it, and should mention it was directed by Neil Berger. He's done Limitless and
foreshadowing.
I think he did one of the Divergent movies, but we won't talk about that.
He probably doesn't talk about it either. So,
but I know he did Limitless, and he's probably done some other stuff. But it had kind of a this could have been a very directed by anyone movie, but it did have a little flavor to it that I appreciated. A little bit of tangibility to it that felt that gave it a grounded, real sense rather than just kind of a slick Hollywood production that was kind of forced down the factory line and then into theaters.
Right.
So I don't know. I enjoyed it a lot more than I expected to. I thought Cranston and Hart were really good together, and I would go probably 3.5 out of 5 stars. What about you?
Yeah, I am always half a star above you. I feel like I would definitely go 4 out of 5. It's a charm. It's one that you can show to your parents.
Oh yeah,
You know
this
what I
is
mean?
a
Like,
total. I mean, this is a great.
I was
family
surprised
film.
by how many young people were in here.
Yeah, there were.
You know what I mean? It wasn't
was
all blue hairs. You know,
crowded
So,
in general. Like I was.
I'm trying to offend at least 5 groups. I think I've hit my limit.
Hey, those early shows are gonna be swamped, you guys.
Yeah.
Get ready.
So,
You thought the mule was crazy.
I did. But yeah, I'm at 4. I would just enjoy it. I want to buy it, obviously, when it comes out. Not at Best Buy, apparently. But,
No, some of them. But
I said
you know.
pre-order.
Yeah, there you go.
Enough about Best Buy. Second.
All right. Well, we definitely would recommend seeing The Upside, and of course recommend seeing it at a movie tavern if you're near one. But thanks for checking out our show. Be sure to check back with Tavern Talk by Initial Reaction. Every week we'll have the review of the latest, biggest release. You want to add anything else?
I would say would you say there's no downside to seeing The Upside?
There is. You're too good.
Where could you find your written reviews if I want to?
reviewsfromabed.com. Thanks for asking.
No problem. See you guys next week.
Peace.